Hi friends, Chandrasekhar here. Today we are going to talk about the Malavya Mahapurush Yoga. We have been going through the five Mahapurush Yoga. This is the fourth of the lot. This is called the Malavya Mahapurush Yoga. This is based on position of Venus in its own Rashi, that is sign, or in its Rashi of exaltation in a square, Kendra as we call it. When such is the position, then Malavya Yoga is said to have occurred. I would also like to draw attention of the learned astrologers to one saying in Chandrakala Nadi, which says that if Jupiter is aspected by Saturn and Malavya Mahapurush Yoga is occurring, then it becomes fruitless. By fruitless, I would mean not actually fruitless, but the intensity of the results of the yoga is reduced. This principle can also be applied to other Mahapurusha yoga, is how I look at it. So if the Rashi of exaltation is affected by something like Saturn, which gives results very slowly, Saturn is called Shani. Shani means the Shanishchara, one who moves slow. Its results are also over a long period of time. Then perhaps the Pancha Mahapurusha Yogas occurring on that count would be a bit on a lower scale. This I think would occur if the yoga is being called because of the planet occupying the house of exaltation. Obviously, if that planet is aspected by Saturn, again the intensity would go down. This is how I would look at it. So what is this yoga? Is there any description? Of course, I will give the shloka down below. It is said Samavshtha. The lips are well proportioned, let us say. Sama means equal. So Samavshtha Kushamadhyascha. He has a slender waist. His lips are well proportioned according to his clan. We always take whenever the color or anything is said, it is with reference to his clan or his family. That has to be the basis from which we observe all these things. And Chandrakantir Ruchihi Puman. He is resplendent to look at. I mean, he appears. Certain Sanskrit terms are a bit difficult to explain. Resplendent, you can call it. Shining, actually, it means. He is like that. Sugandho Nati Raktango. He emits a good smell. Now, this I think has a reference basically to the fact that Venus rules over perfumes. Perfumes, good smells, and all those things, flowers, fragrances. This is what the Venus is all about. And these could also be part of his career. He might be dealing in them. I mean, this is more likely than he smells of fragrance is a bit, I would say, exaggeration, or he may be using perfumes. That is possible. But I would say one has to take it in the entirety. Nati Raktango, Narasvo Nati Dirghakam. That means he is neither of a, he is not extremely fair, as is generally assumed with, Venus, because Venus is supposed to be Sita. Sita is white. White means very fair, but not as fair as when some people are so fair that blood seems to come out of. I mean, blood doesn't come out. Their face has a reddish tinge that is called raktango. Rakta is blood. So very extremely fair, we can say. He is not extremely fair, which means he would be somewhere between fair and I would say a bit dark. Not dark like Indians, or I mean, not that dark, not black, but not even brown. But he has a, we can say, a pleasing shade of mm, color, which is between extremely fair and dark. Dark as in when we say dark in English. In Hindi we will say savla. Uh, so it's a sometimes to translate everything from Sanskrit into English becomes a bit difficult, but I'm sure you will understand. So he is neither very tall nor very short, nor raspo nor siddhi, not very tall, ati dirgha, nor very small. So he is of a medium structure. Sama swachha rado, that means his teeth are even and very clean. We can say even sparkling clean. Malav Vakham to Deshapati. He rules over a country which is called as Malwa. Malwa is the central part of India, where the those of whom you know about it, the city of Ujjain, where Mahankal form of Lord Shiva is worshipped, and it is called the Jyotirlinga, said to be almost alive there, and that is the area called Malwa. Malavya or Malavakhya, Deshapati. So in Malavya Yoga, a person who has Malavya Yoga in his chart rules over the central part of India. This has also to be taken into right perspective. That area has more or less temperate climate, good agricultural produce, and even the temperatures are good for growing flowers, and so naturally you connect it to the fragrances. And this is the idea behind Sasindhukam. From Malwa to the area of Sindhu, that is, it can be the central India on either side of the part on either side of which are rivers. Sindhu has dual meaning, or which is bordering on seashore, and that perhaps is more like it. Anyway, we call Venus a watery planet, and the Gujarat side and other things have it is near that part, and so Sasindhukam, he says. And Sukham Saptati Varshati, then it is said that he lives with, he is happy, lives quite contentedly for 70 years. That is his age. Now this is also subject to other planets. So please understand, when we are talking about yogas, we are talking about the possibility of one particular part of the yoga, isn't it? It is happening, the chart has 12 bhavas. Yoga occur in one part of that or other. Other planets are also influencing it. So we need not just jump to the conclusion that then he will be king of Malwa. So if you are in India, you will say he is chief minister of Madhya Pradesh, where the current, in the current state, that is where Malwa province is located. But it is not so. Don't take it very, literally. We have to understand that this guy is like that. Hastinada Ajanu Bahu Dhruka. Another part that is told of him is Hastinada. Hastinada means his voice is like an elephant, which means, I would say, a bit heavy sort of voice is there. His arms, rather hands, reach up to his knees, ajanu, up to janu. Bahu means hands. So, though he is not very tall, very short, etc., he is well proportioned. but the hands reach his knees, which is said to be a good indication for one to be a king. Lord Rama was said to have such sort of hands, but of course he did not have Venus occupying the 10th house or a square. Uh, Venus was, if I remember right, in the ninth house, but in exaltation. So, which does perhaps fit in with the system, because I mean, that is how I would look at it. So, uh, but this is again to be taken into correct perspective. Other planets will change the picture a bit. So, we were looking at the body of the Jataka earlier, and we saw that his hands would be reaching the knees. He will have even teeth, which will be very clean. His voice will be like an elephant, which is heard at a long distance. What happens to his mouth? That we have forgotten, perhaps. So, no, that is also described here by the sages. And they say it is Mukham Vishwangulam Dairghyam. The his face is 13 fingers long and Vistarecha Dashangula. And it is 10 fingers broad. Now these fingers are generally like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, so 8 and then 2 and that sort of thing, but nobody is very certain. Generally it is the middle finger which is seen. Some are of the opinion that the first two, digits, rather the parts of the phalanges of, if I should say right, are to be taken as the distance of one finger. So we will have to think about it. But generally, what it means is the proportion is 10:13, which means it will be on a broader side. His face will be on a broader side. And then we look at it, that rest of the things we already know. Then what we must think about is whether this yoga will occur with the same intensity in any of the kendras. The answer must obviously be no. There is no doubt that it will be more intense when it is occupying the house of its exaltation, because it will be strong Venus. And the stronger the planet, stronger is its influence. Naturally, in his Rashi of Mula Trikona, it will be a bit less. In own Rashi, it will be slightly less. But then, how to distinguish in which bhava would it be strongest? I think it would be on the fourth bhava, because that is where not only is Venus placed in strength because occupying his own Rashi or his Rashi of exaltation, that is the bhava where he gains directional strength. And therefore, that is where most of these pointers would be there. Malwa doesn't necessarily mean that everybody born with, Venus in the fourth house, in the Rashi of the great Jupiter, that is Pisces, would rule the Middle Kingdom, as we can call it, or what is known as the state of Madhya Pradesh in India. So you have to understand the general thing that it will be a pretty, he will be pretty well off. And since the person's house, a place of birth, etc., are to be seen from the fourth house, his motherland is to be seen from the fourth house, and a king will reside in his kingdom, it makes sense when he says Sasindhukam, it would be with large water bodies obviously surrounding it, or some river flowing through the kingdom, big river, like a sea. Sasindhukam, Sindhu is generally sea, but we also sometimes name large rivers as Sindhu. There was that is the river on which we are also known as the Indus civilization, the Sindhu river. So here, naturally a watery planet, gaining strength all the while and occupying the fourth house, where he resides could indicate the place he is staying in. His place might be even his house if it is in a, because other planets are there who can, as we saw, reduce the intensity of the yoga and other things. But still, his house would perhaps be nearing some water body. There would be flowers, fragrances around his house. Venus is known for that, and that is why that Sugandho that we were looking at in the second part of the first aphorism, which says Sugandho, he has um, good bodily smell, that is fragrance, what is being called. And I said that's not possible, but it would be in a way because he is surrounded by flowers which have fragrance. Then naturally, because fragrance always you know attaches to anything, and so he might then be smelling in a very fragrance would be coming out of his body, which is described there, is a possibility here. For that, I think he would have to be in the fourth house, and he would be aspecting the 10th house, which is, as we know, the knees, and his arms are said to reach up to his knees. So this is my interpretation. Apply it to charts, and please remember that not everybody like that will be aching. There will be other planets which will either deduct or add to the strength of it, and maybe other planets are also causing something else. He would have a large body is Saturn, because his house of exaltation is, but large body doesn't mean very tall, or I mean extremely tall or extremely short. No, not that sort of, fairly proportionate, but a bit taller perhaps, because we are seeing his height of the face and its breadth is 13 to 10 proportion. That would perhaps also be the proportion of his body. That is possible because face is one of the factors, but the impression would be all over the body, and that is the great Malavya Mahapurusha Yoga. He rules over the province of Malwa, is said. We have to take it into the right perspective. In Malwa, grains and flowers and everything grows very fast, very well, and the temperature is pretty temperate, and that is why Malwa is said. But if somebody is born with such a yoga on the equator itself, naturally it would be somewhat different. But the area where he lives amongst his own country would be more temperate. Let us think about this in this way, and it might also be growing flowers and things which are fragrant is a possibility. So please never take it verbatim. Otherwise, what happens is whenever Venus will be in its house of exaltation, almost once in 1.5 years or something like that, because sometimes he stays at one place for some time. So, and 45 days is his general period of travel, transit through one Rashi. So, about 18 months or something like that would be there. And so, somebody or other on that day will have Venus in square at a particular point for about 1.5 months. Everybody born every day in one part of that 2-hour period, which is the area, the time frame of a Rashi to change the Bhava, would 4 times per day Venus would be occupying even Pisces in a square. So please understand this also before applying yogas verbatim, and that has always been my contention. I do not tire of repeating it ab nauseam, that yoga are empirical formulas we have to apply using our common sense, and also understanding that yogas are not standalone yogas. They are also influenced by other planets, placements, age of the person, the order of dasha that is operating. All these things coming together will give the results, but still it would be a good position. Anyway, Venus in square is supposed to give protection from many bodily ailments. Ne Arya Shukranam is the aphorism which goes that Mercury, Venus, or Jupiter, if occupying Kendra, will destroy many Arishta, they call it. Arishta is generally some great calamity, but more related to the health of the person. So their position and the Lord of the Lagna, their position in square is supposed to protect people from most of the health ailments. That doesn't mean he will not fall sick. Please don't misunderstand. But overall, it would be, even if he has some very serious health issue, he will come out of it. Is the intention behind that shloka of Parashari. You people are already learned. Read Parashari, you will find it. So, my dear friends, I take my leave, and I think this is a shorter lecture, and because I wanted to bring out the flavors of the yoga rather than just give it to you verbatim. So you might think that I might have sometimes gone away on a tangent while describing something, but it has a certain purpose. Please remember that and keep giving your opinion. And I always welcome bricks and bouquets both. Bouquets more than the bricks, but perhaps bricks teach me more. When somebody asks a question, don't worry. Please don't ask personal questions or analysis of own chart. That is a bad way of learning your, astrology. The reason is we never accept our own faults. And as an astrologer, you have to understand you are looking at a chart, not at a person. It is difficult to be detached from our own strengths and weaknesses. And this is a fact of life. That way nobody will learn. People ask, I sometimes try to do give them answer, but I always enjoy upon people not to ask about own charts or some theoretical charts. They will not come to you again for analysis. Person is born once with a particular type of chart. So please remember this and keep encouraging me as you have always. Thank you very much and a very good night.